That's racist.
I don't think so. Oh, it's a mispronunciation for sure. Now, is Magnum actually like a super Hallertau?
Yeah.
It's like a mega Hallertau.
The bazooka of Hallertau.
Wow. All right, you dorks. Listen up. You've entered into a sacred realm. The realm of acquisitions intoxicated.
Oh,
I am your host, Jerriford K. Horcrims, your internet friend, and however it came to be, you've fallen ass backwards into the thing I recently mentioned. Now, this is Eric J. Benson. It's also Edge Benson. It's also Azerbaijan, and it's also the notorious EJB. Brandishing a knife apparently is not, you know.
It's Halloween.
I guess that's true. It's like you're welcome to brandish knives when it's
Halloween.
thematically appropriate to do so.
Yeah.
Now,
I thought that was just known.
I mean, universally known. Now,
On the top of microphone.
you have a question, and your question is, well, what is the purpose of this? I see all these sacraments. I see the holy raiment. I see the set dressed. What is its purpose?
Holy shit, that kombucha really is getting to you.
Yeah, God, it really got down there. I'll talk about this. I'll talk about the appropriate amount of kombucha to drink very soon. But it's very, very straightforward, actually, the purpose of the program. It is to give you that which you already own, the art and science of brewing. And of course, you can see the sacred crucible right here, crowned here by the grains. And I'm gonna let you in on a secret. We have a special process known only to this program to transform grains into alcohol.
Do we?
That's right.
Wow.
We're the only ones who know how to do it. This sacred, the whole point of the show is that everybody knows how to do it. Now, obviously we're gonna adhere as closely as we can to the monomyth, the hero's journey, Joseph Campbell, one love. But what beer are we building inside the sacred crucible today? What?
I didn't like Joseph Campbell that much.
Oh yeah, it comes up a lot.
This is
it's Guinevere.
Guinevere.
Okay. Oh, that's right. We actually got way down into the lore on this. You had called out her like almost like nunnery exile vibe.
Yeah, from the movie version.
Right.
Yeah.
But we were trying to figure out like what it means to be like defiant and retain yourself even out there, and then somehow made this into a beer.
Yeah.
Anyway, so go over the material components, and I'll dump this in.
That thing. It's mostly a golden promise for a sweeter taste with some Cara Red.
Oh. Pervert shit.
And then we have Magnum, which is going to be added first, and right at the boil, and Saz, which is going to come in right at the end, in about 5 minutes.
Yeah, there's a subtle amount of the red in there, and it's nice. It's definitely inflected a different way. I think that's going to be really solid. Okay, so Hallertau Magnum is the our initial volley. But first, let's put in these grains, and it's not a super heavy beer.
No, this is a light beer. Yeah, we were just.
Yeah, a couple of our Arthurian cycle. I think it's just the lip here.
Yeah.
A couple of these beers in our Arthurian cycle are using the color and lightness to communicate esoteric aspects of the beverage. Now, how much of this Magnum is going in here?
0.35
Yeah, I was gonna
ounces.
say, yeah,
You don't need a lot.
It's not gonna be too much, right? Okay. Now I know what you're thinking. Does he have what it takes? Historically, no. You know what I
Usually
mean?
not.
Historically, he's needed help each time, but this time he did it. He can be taught. All right. Ugh. Now, hey, are you ready for Black Remnant?
Are you ready for Black Remnant?
Absolutely not. I have no idea what's going to happen. Oof. Big.
Yep.
That's
a hop.
That's the mega.
They call that a hop.
They call this the Magnum hop.
They call it the hop of love.
Do they?
Sometimes they call it
Wheat.
Maurice.
Hop of Love, I assume, is a show on the History Channel, or Flavor Flav features prominently.
Yeah, you get voted off the island or something.
Ostensibly. All right, now, 0.35 for the Hallertau. This is for the whole boil, right?
Yep.
This is our bittering hop.
Call me.
Now, what's next?
Saz.
And how much Sass?
Just keep pouring.
Oh, just go hog wild?
Just go crazy with it.
Okay.
How much Saz do you want?
Yeah, what's it going to take?
Yeah.
Yeah. So the Saz, this is the aroma hop. So the actual amount is not the thing; it's the hop. Yeah, the Saz does not compare at all to the Magnum. The Saz is
The Magnum PI.
yeah, the Saz is gentle in comparison. All right, so that will get hit at the very end. Boop boop.
Boop-de-boop.
All right. Drop that right on there. We're gonna conserve our battery. Don't push it. I was pushing. I was literally like I did the first part right, and
So
then
goddamn close.
I pushed on to turn it off twice.
How much kombucha do you have this morning?
4 times the amount
damn.
that you're supposed to.
Damn.
All right.
You want to put that thing in?
4 fucking times.
Yeah, watch out when you squat down.
Yeah, I was just gonna say it might leave a memento.
Yeah.
Did I get you, Josh? Yuck! Don't leave any mementos in my studio. All right, hey,
Yeah, he's officially a myconid.
yeah,
Gonna
probably.
have shit growing off his
Well,
back
because it's
soon.
not just fungoids; it's that wet little hat
Oh,
that
God.
floats around
I
inside
wanna
there.
think
It's
about
a,
that shit.
it's a little beret.
Yeah, you probably have one growing in your stomach at the moment.
That would explain a lot, actually. Because I'm reading that thing. Guinevere. I'm reading the thing, and it's like, oh, powerful probiotics and prebiotics. Meh. And I'm like, well, that sounds good.
Yeah,
And-
give me as much as I can.
Well, yeah, but
I'm
apparently,
probiotics. I want
yeah,
more.
I was like, these are not antibiotics.
Yeah,
Right?
man, it's kind of funny, isn't it?
No, so I put it away. I was like, because I essentially swapped beer for kombucha. So beer has become, maybe closer to what it should be, which is something to celebrate and enjoy, and not something taken medicinally.
This is what you get. You get
And this is what I
acid
get.
soul,
I'm like,
yeah.
you know what?
you try to do better, and you know what? This is what happens.
Yeah, I'm like, hey, look, I can just trade this 1 for 1.
Yeah.
And now I'm being colonized by these creatures. Skip. Start now. Rah. Rah. Well, listen, that's got to be the best replacement of the door. Clip it.
Oh, yeah, that was 100%.
Obviously, that was
360 no scope.
Humwa. No doubt it's the shared cognition
Yeah, you have a whole
of myself
body ecosystem.
and this powerful colony. It's like, because right now, here's what I'll say. I feel,
symbiote. You're fucking turning into Venom.
yeah, venom. No, I feel bad, nightmarish. I would say I'm roiling.
Okay, carnage.
Right?
Cool.
I'm undulating in there. Things are moving fast. But maybe, so have you read, how many Dune books have you read? This is a big question.
6.
Oh, you read all the way up to Chapter House?
Yeah.
Oh, but then you jumped out before his kid fucking came in and shit all over it? Shit in his dead father's mouth?
Yeah.
Disgusting.
Listen, I do my research.
Bleh. Anyway, so here's the situation. So obviously, Leto II, Atreides, the God Emperor. Yeah. So I'm saying that obviously he must have felt nervous, when the sand trout began to encase him, and he became something more than human. Right? He traveled the golden path. And maybe I think that I feel bad, like from an illness or maybe from an infection of these creatures, but it might just be the trepidation that necessarily, is generated by being on the precipice of the future.
They say pride comes before the fall, right?
We're about
Who said that? I've never heard
we're
that.
about to do live action Last of Us, but
Oh my God. Anyway, no, we're, it's moving. Wow. It's really going. No, but, so we did get a cool kit
Yeah,
full of cool stuff. And we have more stuff from Ghostly's trip to the United Kingdom.
Man, what do you think, like, drinking beer with all this kombucha in you is going to do?
Well,
There's going to be a battle.
That was my prep. That
in
was
your
my prep.
stomach.
Essentially, I was prefacing this. I was just trying to establish like issue 0. Like, what are the stakes?
Yeah.
But I mean, I am hoping. I mean, I think it's the only way through. The only way out is through. I think that I actually need this to tamp this down. This is like the old lady who swallowed a fly. Right? Except I swallowed billions of
flies
of microorganisms, as one does. And now the only way that I can regain my cognition and my physical function is to actively suppress them with this alcohol.
Oh,
And
God, yeah. They're going to cut.
I'm ready. Now, I have had a very difficult time in the past with hard iced teas.
Really?
Yes.
Why?
Because of how they taste.
It's not sour.
No. It isn't my classic problem.
You're just like, man, I never wanted to go back to, like, Smirnoff Ice and...
Well,
Wait,
no.
what was the one before that in the 90s?
Zima.
Zima.
Oh my God!
Yeah.
It's like
Remember
the thing.
Zima? Remember the bottle of Zima?
course I remember. Of course I remember Zima.
Yeah.
Because John's mom
Yeah.
would basically buy us any alcohol that we wanted.
If it was Zima?
Yeah, I mean, she wasn't buying us hard liquor, but I mean, she'd be happy to get us lime Zimas or whatever.
Wait, you requested lime Zimas?
Yeah. I was just getting started out. This was before my transformation into America's bad boy. But I did once purchase, because I was like, oh, that seems like a good idea, because I like a Long Island iced tea, even though obviously there's no tea in it. But I do like tea, and I was like, I'm gonna drink tea, but what if I got drunk as well? I mean, the idea seems good. And so I had purchased something called Bodine's Twisted Tea. And
Okay.
it came to be known as Bodine's. It came to be known as Bodine's Twisted Pea.
Oh, yeah, okay. Classic.
Because it didn't taste very good.
Yeah.
And it had a sort of odd color. And so this Twisted Pea literally just, like, I drank one, and the other 5 literally sat in the fridge for, I think, a year and a half. I never, like, even in late night desperation, I never went back to Bodine's Twisted Pea.
Well,
So I'm saying hard charged tea.
well, you know what? We've come a long way since 1969, so...
Let's hope so.
Let's try that.
Let's hope so.
Hard iced tea.
Bojangles hard sweet tea? Yeah. Okay, all right. The color is already better than
It smells
Bodine's
great,
Twisted
man. What
Pea.
the hell are you talking about?
Well, no, I haven't had this. I'm just saying, like, I have been
I know,
scared
you-
in the past.
Yeah. No, we've come a long way.
Okay, well, that actually smells like
It
tea.
smells like fucking tea, yeah.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, like, the other Bodine's Twisted Pea did not smell like tea. It smelled like pea.
I was wondering where you got the name from.
It was tart.
Yeah, it's fucking
No, I
great.
think there's actually
it tastes
tea in
like
this.
iced tea.
No, man, I think there's actually. Can I see the can? I think there's actually like tea in it.
Yeah,
that would help a lot.
Voodoo actually uses, like the
Well,
real
I mean,
ingredients most
they're
of the time.
very like, and their tasting regimen, as we know, is rigorously scientific.
No, it tastes great.
Well, here, I'm scared.
I'm scared to, like, buy these because, like,
okay, malt beverage. Okay,
I'm going
okay.
to pound these things really quick.
No, it seems tannic, right? Let's.
Well, yeah.
Here we go. And 7%, honestly, for them, it's not that crazy.
It tastes great.
No, that's good.
It tastes like iced tea.
That's good. But you know,
You can't even taste the alcohol.
You know what's really interesting is that this actually fits. This is like almost in that Arizona iced tea.
Yeah, it tastes.
Look at,
Yes,
no, but I'm
exactly.
saying like even its market position.
Oh,
like
yeah.
take a look at the can,
Oh yeah.
right? It
It just needs a 99-cent sticker on the.
exactly
Yeah.
like right on the front, and then it's on the side. It's like serving. It's like serving size per container
Actually,
too.
I guess the 7% is the 99-cent sticker.
No, yeah, exactly. That's how you know what you're getting into.
Mm.
But it's also not really carbonated.
No.
Bodine's Twisted Pea was carbonated.
Oh yeah, it was like a.
It was like a soda malt beverage type
Like a
thing.
seltzer
This actually tastes like a tea cocktail.
Yeah,
This is fine. Okay.
I taste no alcohol in this. That scares me.
yeah. I mean, I think there is some. 7% at least.
I'm sure, but like, I would literally drink this way too
No,
quickly.
it's really bad.
It's really good. It's
Well,
what I'm getting at. It's tea.
It's bad. You know, like
yeah. It's like it's
yeah. I'm bad.
bad.
Shaman, you know. Except he was actually bad. You know what? Let's use a new metaphor. So, so that's actually good. Not carbonated. Actually tastes like a tea that you would get in that can. Like that. I think that's probably going to do well. Actually,
That's gonna do insane.
I think that's going to do quite well for them. Actually, because they're experimenting with like their seltzer was pretty nice that we had at West.
Yes, that was I don't usually enjoy hard seltzers, but the reason it was so
fruit.
good is they use real fruit,
exactly
not like a concentrate.
a rind,
Yeah,
if you will, oils.
and
Now,
it was amazing.
okay, so now this is something that I think is pretty cool, which is that in the sampler that went out, and I assume that this sampler is probably oriented toward retail at some point, right? But our collab is actually in the mix, and that brings me incredible joy.
Yeah.
Here, so grab that Cryo Ranger, and then you can take a look if you want. You can see the official art from the collab, and you can see the new art. And man, I understand why it's like when it goes national, I understand why they want to be able to own that, and you know, they have to be able to control that piece of art for sure.
Right, exactly.
But I mean, very cool, very, very tasteful. And the Cryo Ranger, like the rest of those collabs, basically boiled away. Like you had the daily allotments for it
Yeah, we're
when they weren't able to rent a car and go to the airport and pick up freight. They were doing quite well. All right, so are you ready to try
yeah.
some of the Cryo Ranger?
Cryo Ranger.
Let's try it. Yep.
Don't put your myconids on me. God damn.
My Morkinids. Yeah,
Yeah.
you should try some of that tea. It's incredible.
Oh yeah, that's dangerous.
It's good.
That's dangerous.
Well, yeah, that's nothing like those
need any more, I
primordial.
don't
No,
need
no,
more, I
no.
don't need
That's
any more,
nothing like
Jesus.
those primordial efforts. Right? Yeah, and again,
very
not
dangerous.
carbonated. Very, very, very nice goes through. Now, right here. So we have had Cryo Ranger at, you know, obviously we've
PAX.
gone hog wild. Yeah, exactly. And we were able to push all the way through that allotment. But okay, I was just gonna say, still has the Cryo Hops branding, which is sort of required.
Yeah, I think it
Right?
comes with the territory, right?
Exactly. Right, let's try it. Yeah.
Woo!
No, I put these away. I remember that smell.
Still great. Still great.
That is so nice. And not just because we were part of the project. Like, it's nice because it uses a relatively, like a novel, sophisticated industrial input in the form of these weird cryo hops, right? So we talked about it last time when we were talking about the collab, but essentially cryo hops are liquid nitrogen frozen hop cones that they then shatter and sift. And because the actual oils are a different density, The plant matter goes someplace else, and so what you end up adding is just that, and so it affects the bitterest profile basically. It just doesn't taste like it. Even the same hops, it just doesn't taste like other hops. It's really interesting.
Pretty good.
I would probably not enjoy it.
Oh no,
That's just me.
it would hurt you. It would hurt you. Ah man, that's really really good though. I love that. What I was just gonna say now, Ducktales. Yeah, that's 7.8. So you know, be strategic.
Yep.
Be careful, right? Now, the Cashmerize.
Cashmerize.
I don't have any tasting notes. I don't even know what the Cashmerize is, except for 7.5%. Oh boy. All right, here we go. No, anyway, so if Cryo Ranger sees broad distribution, I think this is actually going to be a seismic event for them. That tastes really good.
It's real good.
All right, now. Smells. Man, I watched a video of a Scottish man who was trying to teach me how to drink whiskey.
I can teach you how to drink whiskey. It's pretty easy.
Well, I mean, I think I have the basics down about, like, you know, where I put it. I got that part dialed in.
No, it's about putting it up your nose, not putting it too far up your nose so it burns. Taking 3 breaths in, because
yeah, this is all pretty much what he was saying.
Yep.
Yeah.
And then you can put a drop on your palms and then do this.
That I haven't.
I've never heard about
And then do
this.
this. This is my buddy, who is the brand ambassador for Macallan, taught me this.
Oh shit!
You
That's
put
a classic technique.
Yeah, and then when you do this, you're heating up the alcohol, and you do this, and you can get all the flavor notes.
Really?
And also, your hands get to smell like scotch.
Oh, that's crazy. Wait, no, because he was like, he had the snifter, and he was just like going, buh. He was like putting his face inside of it, and then he was like talking to the whiskey too.
Okay, well, that's.
I don't know if that's
insane.
part of it.
No, that's.
It's like you play classical music for plants.
Yeah, he's just drunk.
Okay, he might be a drunkard. Well, he's like, hello, and then he's like, hello again. He's like introducing himself to the liquid. I don't know if that's customary. Cashmerize, right? So we know what's going on with the Cryo Ranger.
Ooh.
Yeah, so this is going to be on the fruitier side.
Yeah. I like that a lot. It's very smooth.
No, it's very,
not
very
bitter.
It's very smooth and it's
it
not
has a
bitter.
super
They
delicious
have
hop.
figured out something with this form, but the hop base is this. That's what I'm trying to figure out because it's very clean up
You
front.
know what's really funny? This is where they just sent us a box of all the collab beers we did, and they're just
And they're just fucking with us.
renamed.
Wouldn't
yeah.
that be funny?
That would be really funny.
I don't think this is one we did with them.
No,
though.
I don't.
Because all of ours are like they defy scale production. That's why I'm surprised to see Cryo Ranger in here. They must have gotten a good deal on it.
Oh, that's fantastic.
But yeah, it's so smooth and nice up front, and then there is like a little bomb of fruit at the end, and then it checks out, and then it just punches out. Diplominator, is that true?
Hey, we're going to Georgia soon.
We are indeed. We're going to go to the Grand Narrative. So yeah, I mean, I guess if somebody wants to put one down, come let us know. But Diplominator says they've seen Cryo Ranger in supermarkets in Georgia.
That's cool.
That brings me intense pleasure. Definitely, Diplominator, if you can get your mitts on it, I think that you will like it. It's pretty interesting. It is creeping up toward 8, though, so obviously, you know, plan your evening around it.
We're going to be in Hotlanta.
In Hoplanta.
Hoplanta, yeah.
No, Cashmerize is great, too.
It's freaking wonderful. No, I like that.
But that's a pillowy, like, this is actually different. Like, I think that this is like, Cryo Ranger is like for perverts. Cryo Ranger has got, I'm saying that it's got novel inputs. It's a pretty hefty, like, its flavor profile is pretty big. Cashmerize is like pillow soft. comparing these two profiles, it's gentle and pillow soft. I think that's really, really nice. Wait, we have 2 more of these fucking things?
Yeah.
All right.
Haze glare.
What's that? Oh, mammal sound size. So just saw Cryo Ranger here in the DFW area. Is that Dallas Fort Worth?
Yeah.
Had to investigate for science. It's really good, right? And again, I think it's part of it is that we had the opportunity, like when we do those collabs, like we get to, I think it's an opportunity for them to play around. And I think they really like that opportunity, right? I think it's a way to play around with stuff. All right, now, we don't have quite enough glassware for it to be pure.
Now you got 2 more.
We do, but then we got another one over there.
Sure. I would suggest using these.
The classics?
Because they haven't been hit with the hot bombs.
There you go. All right, now, haze glare. So we got a gaming themed beverage. 7.7. All right, let's get it. I mean, we really should have poured the Cryo Ranger into the Cryo Ranger glass, right? I mean, that's what we should have done.
That probably would have been the cool thing to do.
It's very big. Here.
They're cheap. Damn, man. Chill. I got a freaking...
Oh, that's right. You got it's the carbs, right?
Oh, no. I just don't DM well.
Oh.
GM well when I'm fucking drunk as shit.
Here. I'll do all the drinking from now on. I understand. I'm picking up what you're putting down, and I'm only too happy to help.
How's your stomach feeling after all this beer?
You know what? I think I'm winning the war. Now that I have applied
you've
these,
mustered the troop, the real
the ordnance.
Troop, yeah.
I'm putting it away. Now the yeast is on my side. All right, Haze Glare IPA. Let's see what you got. Crazy broad tropical fruit profile. Now I'm drunk enough to talk like an asshole. But also what I said is true.
Yeah. No, that's fantastic.
Yeah, that's nice too. But that's
I'm fascinated. Like both of these.
each of these are different.
They're different, but they're so smooth and.
Yeah.
I just like for me right now where I'm at is less bitterness.
Well, yeah,
I'm very much enjoying that.
And that's where this is.
Yeah.
I would say if it a couple things would change, and I would think that flavor profile would actually work like in a hazy, right? Just because it's a fruit bomb essentially. Yeah. So Haze Glare is another winner. Jesus Christ. Here's the year preview, I guess. All right. So what else you got? What's this last one?
Voodoo Vice.
Voodoo Vice.
I love that too. God damn.
All right.
Okay, that's cool.
But also, as you can see down in the crucible, you can see that Guinevere is coming along nicely. It's never going to get much darker than that.
No.
I mean, that's about the extent of what it's going to be able to pull out of that grain bed. Right here, so Erica the Mad. This is if we're going to be in Atlanta, which we are. I highly recommend Atlantucky Brewing. I wasn't able to bring anything back last year, but they are amazing.
Very
Fair
cool.
enough. Here now, G.R.R. Martin. Obviously, we're big fans of your work.
Yeah.
Thanks for taking the time to come out to
The stream.
stream today. And it's like some people are like, "Hey, finish that last book." I'm like, they weren't very good. It's fine with me if you don't finish it. So I don't have that beef with you, right? I have that beef with Pat, but I don't have that beef with you. Now, you should have seen not writing any books. Now, that's his cat. No, the main thing is that today's episode travels back in time for a story-appropriate reason.
Wow, spoiler alerts. Jesus, man.
Well, I mean, he has to know.
Give him a half a beer and.
Well, no,
he's
because he wants Stavron and Kenji to have their throwdown, but it won't be happening in this episode. I just want to make sure they know. All right, now, so this is the Voodoo Vice.
The Voodoo Vice, yeah.
Oh my gosh.
It'd be cool if it was like a half a Weizen.
Well, wouldn't that be funny?
Oh wow, this is a.
No, this is like
Goza
Hawaiian
almost.
Punch.
Jesus, wow.
This is like Hawaiian Punch tier nose.
I love Fruit Force.
Yeah, this is in that vein, I think, on the nose, right? Yeah, that's like a candy fruit sweetness.
Ooh.
Jesus. Oh my gosh. Except that's better than Fruit Force.
Yeah.
Fruit Force at the end, and maybe it's an ABV difference, because Fruit Force is I think
Yeah, it's 9.5.
yeah,
to
it's north
10%,
north of 8, right? I think that this has a lot of that build, but the ABV is down about 2%. And so the finish is actually cleaner
Finish
and
is
nicer,
cleaner and nicer, but
right?
I love.
Well, Fruit Force does it.
for
Fruit
me-
Force does the job.
It tasted like a Sunkist.
Yeah,
right there,
Capri
or not,
Sun.
Capri Sun.
Yeah, no,
And I love that.
no, this-
I was
this-
just like,
These were the tasting notes
memory,
at the
and-
time.
yeah.
So I think this is in that vein, but if the Fruit Force is like too much, if
Oh,
you
yeah,
see
yeah,
this,
yeah,
this is like
yeah.
an obvious choice. 7.1 is right about where IPAs are hitting at retail, right? But I mean, that our tasting notes at the time were that Fruit Force tasted like the Capri Sun, but also like with the taste of the metal bag. Like the entire experience of a Capri Sun was somehow encapsulated in that. No, this is amazing, and I think that it being lower ABV, I think makes it a little bit more approachable. Nothing wrong with the Fruit Force. Fruit Force is obviously a tactical choice.
Yeah. Oh, that's wonderful.
No, that's, man. It's like I want to represent the Cryo Ranger, but the Voodoo Vice is actually, wow. In my opinion, that's the best one in that group.
I suggest we cut this cake sideways, downways.
I mean, how would you cut an actual coffin?
I don't know.
Maybe that's the.
Top layer off and then open it.
Oh, yeah, exactly. That's traditional. Here, you got this. Here, I got this. Watch this. Here, come here. Yeah, hurt
This
somebody.
is a spice cake with cream cheese, pumpkin, frosting.
That's what it looks like.
No nuts, right?
No nuts.
Okay, cool.
Nut
Right,
free.
Erica?
Yeah, let's get some. Let's get some tips from Erica.
No nuts.
No nuts.
Oh my gosh,
Wow, that looks great.
it smells like a banana bread loaf. Oh, probably a lot of the same stuff in a banana bread as a spice cake, right?
Yeah.
It's gonna be nutmeg, cloves.
Nutmeg.
All right, and then we're gonna go hog wild on today's new beer. So Erica Matt says Ghostly's also allergic. Okay, so this is why you've had so much success not being annihilated.
Oh, this is great.
Does it stay moist? Let's see.
Oh yeah, and it's not pumpkin spice in the frosting; it's actual pumpkin.
Ooh.
Okay, well, I mean,
So here's for, how about,
that's perfect.
I think today's episode's over because I'm
It's
just going to go
yeah,
eat the rest of
we're
this
gonna
cake.
have this for lunch and dinner. It's like we have to figure out who retains custody of this cake.
Well, we can cut it in half, right? Mm-hmm. You know, I got an idea.
We slice it right. Yeah, but who gets the cool bones?
I'll give those to you. I'll secede. I will secede to that.
Now, are you gonna let me have it because the bottom layer is larger?
Yeah, but there's also more frosting.
Yeah. Guess you're right. Okay, yeah. So Erica the Mad has again delivered. On something exquisite. She's back at it. Right, now we have but to log in. Just got here. What on earth is that cake? Yeah, it's a spice cake that our cool friend Erica made us. You can't have it. It's for studio use only.
Ah, yeah, that's it.
G.R.R. Martin wants to know if the frosting is cream cheese based.
I believe it is.
Guaranteed. Guaranteed. Yeah. Okay. Well. Jesus.
Good. I'm glad you guys like this one.
Oh, that's something else. I can't. Usually I'd be fine taking a couple bites and then leaving, but the pumpkin's keeping it moist. Jumping Jesus. All right, now, before we start up, is there anybody out there playing that Alan Wake?
Wow.
I found the game is sort of about, like their games are like this a lot. It's about recursion and things happening multiple times, loops of various kinds. Like that's just what their games are about. And I found there is like a Euclidean loop. They're connecting doors to places that they shouldn't be going. And it's like, I have had 2 experiences in the game, even just like halfway through, that were completely mind-bending just because of how they fucked around with space. It took a super long time to figure out. How scary is the original Alan Wake? The original Alan Wake, this one has some jump scare type stuff and some weirdness in it. I think that Alan Wake is more scary like a thriller night. Obviously, there's a beast with 40 eyes, girl.
Is there?
Wahoo. No.
Oh.
This is these are just lyrics from Thriller.
I know.
Michael Jackson's story.
You know,
Halloween.
the funniest part about it, I was watching the video and I'm like, the funk of 40,000 years. I'm like, nothing's been around for 40,000 years. You know, 40,000 years. I'm like, humanity's not, you know.
Yeah.
What did they find the guy in Alaska?
Is there
to
frosting on here?
get the funk?
Oh, I have a cut, yeah. It's just a cut.
So all the kombucha pouring out.
Yeah, God, it's just coming out. Now, yeah, Wakey Wakey would have been fine. But when it comes to like how horrifying it is, it's scary like a Stephen King book. I mean, that's really the type of horror they're going for, and those books can be quite scary, but they're not scary all the time.
So not like jump out and touch you scary.
Yeah, the old one isn't like that. The new one has got some like jump scare type.
Remember when Silent Hill first came out?
Coming after you, I do. I was always more of a Silent Hill than a Resident Evil. Like at Resident Evil, I mean, I'm planning to play both of them, but Silent Hill was always my preference. Silent Hill 2 wrecked me.
Yeah.
Like I was up at like 4 o'clock in the morning. Like I remember getting to the end of it and just like setting my controller down just so I could take a second to feel all the stuff it was putting in front of me. It's fucking hardcore.
Yeah. I remember I would walk into my apartment and after work, my roommate it would be dark, like no lights were on, and he'd be playing fucking Silent Hill in the living room. And I'm like, all right, this is weird and scary as shit.
Oh, and it is, because it goes back and forth, and that's Alan Wake does that too. It goes back and forth between these 2 places, essentially, right?
Yeah.
Well, and in this, you actually have 2 characters, and so you can play the game. You can play their chapters like in any order. It's pretty fucking.
That's pretty cool.
The game is wild.
Yeah,
it just has huge ideas. Yeah, Subnautica was too scary for me. I actually had to stop.
What?
What?
Seriously?
Oh yeah.
Water. Yeah, a lot of people are.
Yeah. There's just something really weird about the deep water and the things coming out of it.
That's what got you? That broke you?
Yeah, yeah, and I didn't expect it. It's sort of like with Dave and spiders. Like he sees a spider, and it's like, okay, now it's time for me to leave.
Yeah.
Psychologically, I'm just gonna
How
close
does he
up.
play like any video game? They're like in everything. It's
Well,
like,
no, I know.
fucking spiders
Well,
again. You know what I mean?
Because
Like,
I was like, dude, you gotta play DRG, and he's like, spiders. I'm like, they're glyphids.
yeah.
They're not spiders. They're it's some other type of creature.
They're fucking in everything. Like,
Yeah,
it's like, hey guys, we don't got a monster. Oh, fucking throw in a spider.
put a spider in there. It's like we already have a spider. We'll put a ghost spider. I don't know. It's like D&D. There's a million fucking spiders.
Yeah.
All right, now, so we do need themes. Now we have moved into the theme portion. Yeah, PT was great. There's not a whole lot going on there, but I played it a lot.
Remember Phantasmagoria?
Of course.
Yeah, that was a classic. right?
Yeah.
That,
From Sierra Online.
Yeah.
yeah, that weird FMV.
Yeah, Roberta Williams.
Yeah.
Like the creator of
Weird.
Yeah, the creator of all the King's Quest games.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Right? Part owner of the company.
Yeah.
Yes, atmospheric horror is exactly right. And that Japanese horror in general has got some really spooky elements of body horror. That seems to come up a lot thematically. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, and also if you're looking for a great Halloween game, obviously Alan Wake would work, but World of Horror 1.0 just came out. And that's
That game's great.
very, very strange and interesting. All right, here. So, themes. We're looking for vibes. Now, our Arthurian vibe has delivered great results.
Vampire's coming out today.
Yeah, and there's also Das Vampire.
We could do a vampire. It is Halloween today, too.
Yeah. Yeah.
Just throwing that out there.
Yeah, Vampire. There's the Masquerado. Put that in the list. Cranston Stewart, Beowulf. Yes, Slay the Princess is also ready to go.
Can we make a beer-infused Taco Bell?
You could.
You could. You can do
not-
anything in this world.
It's not moral.
Yeah. I mean, I love Taco Bell, but that's
Yes.
a bridge too far, some might say.
Yeah. I mean, Morgan Le Fay also good. Does it just mean Morgan the Fairy?
Yeah, pretty much.
Just write it.
Do a lot.
It's just right in there.
They are assholes.
Yeah.
Yeah, an enhanced Taco Bell. It's very hard to, I think, enhance Taco Bell.
Yeah, there's a new, somebody at a PAX gave me a new translation of Beowulf. Yeah, I mean, Mordred also very spooky, right? But it being 1246,
Yeah.
let me just put these three in front of you. I think that I'm not sure if we did a Seattle by Night beer last time.
I don't think we did a Seattle by Night beer, but we've done
fucked around with
vampire
vampires.
beers. Yeah.
We've-
We've never done a Seattle by Night beer. I know
That's
that.
true. That's true. But Seattle by Night's going to be running for a couple months, so we'll have a couple opportunities.
Yeah. Vampire the Masquerado.
Masquerado. Yeah, Jack Lemmon, I suspect that's pretty good. That does not want to have it. In my Beowulf translation, men call each other bro.
What,
Yeah,
bro?
yeah, basically. Like it's like a very modern take on
Oh,
the text. It just has a vibe.
that's pretty funny. Didn't they? I think Amazon just put out a new modern Beowulf.
Yeah. You got that wolf?
Could be wrong.
I mean, you gotta love the licensing fee.
Yeah. Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, harass for sure. Those that's their linguistic origin.
Yeah, Macedonians love that shit.
They can't get enough.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, Buffon, it's quite good. I was just holding forth about it briefly. I want to make sure that I get all the way through it because I don't know. I feel like it's setting me up for some really significant shifts, and I want to get past those thresholds before I say too much about it.
Are we talking about vampire or
Talking
your
about Alan-
stomach?
We're talking
Oh.
about specifically Alan Wake here.
Wow, I-
Although in the stomach, just as an update from the war desk,
Yeah.
I feel like it's mounting a resistance to the alcohol,
Fair enough.
and we'll see how it goes. All right, Vampire the Masquerado.
Okay. Do we do it off of one of the characters? So,
Yeah. I mean, we have character choices. We have obviously it is Seattle by night. Like Seattle is a famous beer town. It's quite easy, and we know from the Make 'em bar that we saw at the PAX West game, we know that it's sort of customary to order drinks, but it's almost like a mode of communication. They can't drink them in the classic sense. You can obviously
rouse the blood.
You can rouse the blood for a blush of life, exactly. But eventually, you're going to be
finally.
paying some kind of price for this consumption, right?
Yeah.
Much like anyone does when they drink alcohol. Eventually, there's going to be a tab, and but I just thought it was interesting that people order drinks, but they're really just they're just they just have like a social purpose, right?
I mean that's very. What's fascinating about that is the peer pressure that goes on when you're at a bar and you're not drinking. It's like the same thing.
It's profound.
Yeah.
Right? All right, so in terms of characters, we have got I mean, if we were going to do a Betty beer, we should just get Jasmine in. So I'll put in our two characters just because I know the most about them. And then Seattle itself.
I don't know what beer poking is, other than maybe just taking a can and putting your key through the bottom and chugging.
Is it a chug scenario?
That's shotgunning, right?
Yeah, that's what we call that shotgunning in the East Coast.
Milwaukee by night.
That's pretty funny.
Yeah. And so, like I say, we have a couple different vibes here. We got Tom Hollandaise, the young vampire who doesn't really know, who still misses a lot of human stuff and doesn't really know how he fits in this new world.
Oh God, it's great.
0 votes for Jameson Keene, which is fine.
Wow. Man,
but
everybody loves your character, huh?
I can't get enough of him.
Woo.
And then Seattle, as a place, as a theme, specifically Seattle by night, has a lot to like, honestly. Like, it sort of jumps out as a theme, which is why I think it's currently
it's
winning.
like a hot buttered rum? That's weird.
You just heat up the rod.
Well, that's how hot buttered rums used to be made. But you'd take butter, put it in rum, take a rod out of the fire, and then heat it up, and you would caramelize it.
It's great.
Yeah.
Oh, the rum itself.
And the butter.
Jeez. Well, that sounds pretty good. That sounds way easier. I guess you have to have a bunch of rods. But I mean, as long as you have the rods.
Fireplace, maybe?
Yeah.
Something to heat the rod with?
Well, yeah. I mean, that sounds pretty good. Well, it looks to me like we have got Seattle as a theme.
Wow, I guess so.
Okay.
So, Seattle by night.
Right, so we have a couple choices. I mean, hazy makes sense for Seattle.
Why? That's a New England IPA.
What's that?
That's from New England, apparently.
Apparently.
Why does that make any sense for Seattle?
I'm just saying that Seattle is misty.
Listen, Seattle threw that fucking name on us, and now we are stuck with it.
They gave it to us.
Yeah.
Yeah, Mammo sounds nothing like combining glasses, hot pokers, fire, and alcohol.
Well, what about like places in Seattle too? Like the Gum Wall or the Underground or
Yeah, so let's dial it in, right?
yeah, or what are some other, the Troll maybe, or
Yeah.
what are some other fun like iconic?
Gumwall's too easy almost, since you can add bubblegum flavor easily.
Yeah, we've done it.
Space Needle, yeah.
Yeah. Well, yeah, in Gumwall, you could get there with some wild yeasts, get some of those neat tastes.
The Pier, right? I guess that's kind of the Gum Wall. But...
Fishy.
Similar area. Yeah, you could use isinglass.
Ooh, yeah.
Gumwall, Underground, the Troll. I'm trying to think of other Seattle classics.
Space Needle.
Yeah.
fish beer. Gooey duck.
Yeah, we have them.
Oof. No, don't put that in. That's not,
No.
happening.
No,
Starbucks, yeah.
The pier
Oh,
is the closest we're going to get to a
yeah.
geoduck.
Geoduck.
It looks like a Pokemon.
It does, and it's spelled like one.
Hey, Times, what's going on? God, did we end up making the squid ink beer?
I don't know. I can't remember.
I think we came up with the concept. Yep, Harass, it kind of makes sense, doesn't it? Having a literal undercity. I've never taken that tour.
Really?
Just because I live here, like it's like one of those tours. It's like, you know what I mean? It's like you don't do the tourist stuff necessarily.
I do it when somebody comes into town.
Yeah.
Like the reason I did it was because I think like my buddy Jack came.
Oh,
into
somebody
town.
came in from out.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I think there's something to like there.
It's awesome. The tour
Is it actually cool?
It's fun.
Like you can actually see like a building underground.
Yeah. So, oh yeah, all buildings, a ton of buildings, and they show you like as you're going around Pioneer Square, where if you look at the sidewalk,
footings and
there's
stuff?
glass on the side, like glass squares.
Yeah.
But that's actually relevant because in the underground, you look up through the glass.
And that's the
squares.
light?
That's the light that would shine.
Oh,
down,
it's like in the deck of a ship.
Yeah. Oh yeah, pre-COVID, there used to be like an adult version of the thing where, 'cause as you go down into the one, I can't remember the. There's like the one tour. There's several tours, but the
Demon
one that
Hole.
everybody knows.
Yeah.
They had like a bar, and they would. You know,
Underground?
Yeah. It was
Dude,
an
that
old
sounds
bar.
kick-ass.
Yeah, you have a drink and everything.
That sounds fucking sweet. All right. The Troll.
The Troll won?
The Troll won.
Oh shit!
It's mega Seattle.
Yeah.
And you can see it's like certainly humans do congregate at the Troll late at
That's
night.
true.
I guarantee you it's a takeout opportunity
Oh
for
yeah.
vampires.
It's flush with.
There's no shortage.
God, so what does a beer? Okay, what the hell?
Well, here, so first of all, can we show them a picture of the Troll? Because if they're not from here, they may not know that we have such a creature in our realm.
Multiple trolls.
There are now.
Yeah.
There's at least one more.
I found out about that. I don't know where they are though.
There you go.
This is Library of Congress.
There you go. So this creature is Major Frostbite. I thought Gabe was a Seattle Troll. No, he lives on the east side. He didn't live in Seattle. Come now.
And really, that's usually not what it looks like. It's usually covered in shit from people decorating it.
Oh yeah. There's many offerings, but it does have a VW bug in its clutches. Right?
Yeah, that's pretty funny.
Yeah.
What's really funny is I never noticed the VW in that.
Oh, under his paw?
Never noticed it.
No, so when I first came over here, we lived in West Seattle, and that's where they have a lot of rats.
Okay.
Too many rats. And so if you call your landlord and say the house that you're renting us is full of rats, and you have to do something about the rats, and he says, nuh-uh. And then if you call the city and say, we got a lot of rats and our landlord won't do anything, they send someone out. And that person examines your house, and they say there are more than 31 points of ingress for rats in this house. We are going to condemn this building. And then the landlord contacts you and says that he's going to do something about the rats. So then he closes up all of those points of ingress, and then a couple weeks later he asks you if you've seen any rats around, and you say, I haven't, but thank you for handling that. I really appreciate it. And then the next day you will get a letter evicting you. And then you will have to move someplace else in 2 weeks.
Did you read news posts about this?
Yes. You'll have to move someplace else in 2 weeks. And when a person asks you what your job is, you say, I make cartoons with my friend on the internet. And they think that that's not a job.
Yeah.
So, but anyway, the apartment that I was able to get on that kind of short notice
Yeah.
was 2 blocks from this.
Oh, no kidding,
It
really?
was so funny. Like I didn't even know it was there.
Yeah.
I was just like walking. When we moved in, I was like
you're like-
walking around to see what, okay,
Yeah,
where's the
what's-
breakfast place?
Yeah,
Where's like
totally.
the close grocery? And then I walked 2 blocks, and there's this fucking thing, like 2 blocks away from Fremont.
That's kind of cool, actually.
It was like discovering a troll IRL. But anyway, so this is
That's pretty neat.
I think so too. But anyway, so this is one of our trolls here in town. Almost certainly, I mean, my guess is it's connected to the old fairy tale, but trolls are also very, very much like a Northern European.
Oh, yeah.
And, Fremont, Ballard, these are traditional like cultural homes of Swedish and Norwegian people.
Okay, that's interesting.
Oh yeah, Erica, I bet it is. I can't even imagine what that apartment would be like now. It didn't have a sink in the bathroom. The sink was literally just in the hallway.
What?
Yeah. The sink was just in the hallway in the corner, and then the bathroom was like across the hall. It had a bedroom, and then it had a living room that I think is about as big as this bar.
Oh, so it's a big place.
Yeah, and then the window at where our bed was, the window that was at the head of the bed, that window looked out onto our neighbor's porch. So you'd just be asleep in bed, and then there'd be strangers like 2 feet from you talking about things. It was not big. It was not big. Iwat, we're happy to be here, and we're happy you're here as well. Now that you have seen this strange beast, and you have a sense about, what it might be like in the even tide.
Is there a good Norse beer?
There's a few
with,
styles.
first I'm going to go with International Dark Lager.
I've never even heard. Is this like a Czech?
Don't even know what the fuck it is. A dark and somewhat sweeter version of an International Pale Lager, with a little more body and flavor, but equally restrained in bitterness. The low bitterness leaves the malt as a primary flavor element, and the low hop levels provide very little way of balance.
Oh, okay. So it's even milder than a Czech. That sounds pretty good.
Yeah. Oh, Shinerbach. Okay.
Oh, as an example.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. So it's not super dark.
No.
It's like it's in that range, in the 30s maybe.
Yeah. No, but that's what you is considered a version of this.
Oh, absolutely.
An example of it.
Absolutely. In my mind, I was just picturing darker, but those, I'm saying that those can rest around 30, and they're not super dark yet.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So an International Dark Lager seems like a good. It seems like a good vibe.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, here, thanks so much for PAX Oz. It was honestly the most incredible weekend. I don't disagree. And that was the 10th one. So having been to every one, indeed, being one of only 2 people who has been to every PAX, I'm in a position to agree with you in a definitive way, a learned way. It was an incredible show, and all kinds of fun things happened at it.
Let's do some kind of IPA. How about a rye IPA?
Yeah.
It's a spicy bite.
Yeah. Just because as we know, I mean, it's doing something.
Right.
It's getting there with the use of a very different grain. Right. So it's an IPA with a little bit of a
Spice
with
to
a
it.
spice, a little edge.
So a little scary, a little vampire-y, a little bit of, I'm going to take a bite out of all these
A little chomp.
people at the troll.
Little chomp. Now, and you can take a look over here at the Guinevere, and you can see that the pump has pulled all of the wort out and is mixing it around, and now we're coming back for another bite of the apple here on these grains.
I can't think of anything else to put for the troll.
I mean, these are both cool. It's okay if there's two. You know what I mean? Like, these are both good.
Yeah, ship it.
I mean, is there something that's maybe confusing, like a riddle?
Trolls and riddles? I like just wanted gold and hate Billy Goats.
Some ask riddles.
Yeah, quite a few S riddles.
Yeah, trolls are basically what you need to know is that trolls are assholes, and they do asshole stuff. Some Aussie Pale Ale by Cooper's, which is bottle fermented as sediment, of course. Yep. I have seen such styles. Indeed, I have brewed such beers that require a little massage of the bottle itself. Hefeweizen, I think, was the one we did.
Mm-hmm. Yep, 100%.
I'm trying to remember what we called that one.
I remember you telling me about it.
It was
much like what the kombucha is going to do to you.
yeah. No, it was the naming convention. I'm just trying to remember. It was something about bees.
Bees knees?
Well, no, because we had two. Portergeist was our other classic. It's like that's like drinking beer and then naming the beer that you're drinking is a very good hobby.
Yeah, we've been doing it for like 5 years now.
It's pretty solid. All right, so yeah, we got something cool here. We got a couple nice options here. There's a lot of really great troll lore in. Gosh, what is that? What is that show? It's not. I don't think it's Hannah. It's based on a series of graphic novels, and they're on Netflix. It's really, really fucking good. No. Lots of trolls in that show. Hilda, thank you. No. They want the International Dark, which honestly, we will be drinking it in the appropriate place. I think that's going to be quite welcome. A maltier version of one of those classic Czechs would be amazing.
Okay, so let's talk about our ABV, usually between 4 and 6%. But we could go a little higher if this is the troll.
Yeah,
Big.
exactly. It could be strong.
Yep. Crushing a Volkswagen?
Yeah, exactly. Real strength. Okay. ABV. Now, when generating the ABV for the troll, we have to think about the daytime when it is stoned.
Oh.
You know what I mean? Are we talking about a suppressed?
Well, I love the fact that it
Dark IPA though.
Yeah, exactly.
it's not an IPA.
Or dark.
Oh, it's just, but even then, it's not that dark. It isn't like black or anything like that. 'Cause, I mean, like there are such creatures, but this is kind of mild, even in that respect. Mild on the hop. Or is this the awakened creature whose wicked paw even now seizes the vehicle?
I like the fact that in Vampire, this actually could happen.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, because you never know.
Well, yeah. I mean, and that's a big part of like Vampire
Listen,
in
if
general.
vampires are real in this game, maybe the troll is real too.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Well, yeah. I mean, werewolves are also real, as are wizards and mummies and shit. It's all there.
The troll's not real in Vampire? I thought it would show up somewhere.
No.
You never know which things are real. Dude, I haven't seen the water
Do that bubbling thing?
going crazy in the kettle for a while. Now that it has the spreader, we never get the vortex. Which back in the day we used to use the vortex to tell the future. Yeah. Rotten Tomatoes is an interesting tool for determining information. There's some serious distinctions between the critics' scores and viewers' scores.
Sometimes it's real different.
Often. Trolls
And
have a
appropriately
cow.
so.
What's that?
And appropriately so.
Yeah. Trolls have a cow's tail in Sweden. They got a custom local troll. Now, they want the 6. They want 6%.
Cool.
They're talking about, in this style, this is going to be interesting. Okay, I will mark that on my sheet.
Okay, SRM is usually between 14 and 22, but we could go a little darker if we want.
14. Oh, wow. That's surprising. So, can you show the feed from Eric's computer, Josh? Just so they can get a visual representation of the old.
Right.
So yeah, this international dark lager can start down at 14.
Yeah,
Okay.
right?
Yeah.
Very dark.
I would say that that's not super dark, no, but
There's also an international amber, and I think this is where those points collide.
oh yeah. So it's going to be from there. It'll be 6 to 14. But yeah, they're not looking for anything too crazy in there.
All right. $22 it is.
Yeah, I think 22.
I think we got a solid.
I think 22 is running away with it. Let me make a quick note on my sheet.
So bitterness in this, these aren't bitter because they're lagers, right?
Right.
So you're going to be between 8 and 20. So it's really just there to kind of take away the sweetness of the malt.
Exactly. You mean? Oh.
You're responding to messages. I was like, oh, they must be done. And I was like, I had some stuff I got to talk to Eric about.
Not yet.
Multitasking. No.
Soon. Okay. So we're talking about the IBU. What were those numbers again?
8 to 20.
Okay.
So I mean, you can get a little bit more bitter with it, but I don't think this is the.
This isn't the place.
No. What is this troll? How bitter is this troll? Depends.
Yeah. I mean, he might.
Very resigned.
Yeah. I mean, he might be fine with it. So
Yeah.
the idea of of the international dark is that it's more malt presence.
Yep.
And everything else is pretty gentle. But I mean, I feel like he is not without friends. So, now, people do occasionally paint things on his face. No, Mammal, I'm sure that my wife Brenna would. She is, I don't know if she's obsessed with Neil Gaiman, but she's not obsessed. And now I thought that Ronya would be ready for the Sandman, but she was not ready for it.
Really?
No, no. I think that it's too self-consciously, like, it's swinging for the fences. Like, these are big fucking ideas, and I think that she is not ready for something to have its heart, like, so obviously on its sleeve.
Did watch the series? Maybe that'd be a good intro point.
Yeah, I mean, this is what I hoped.
This is what he's talking about.
Yeah, I mean, she couldn't get like
Not
20
even
minutes
reading.
into it, and I was like, this is smooth drinking.
I mean, the beginning is
Yeah.
maybe
What
a
if
little
someone
slow.
had teeth for
Yeah,
eyes?
I was just gonna say this is basically her complaint.
because he's just sitting locked up forever. You're like, when is he gonna do cool shit?
When's he gonna do shit?
Yeah.
When's he gonna get his raiment? Sounds fire. Big idea. What are some of the teeth for eyes? Intense, buddy. Intense. No diamond age has been foisted on either of them yet. It's not worth. I mean, it's trying to get her to watch this show. turned out like every other time I try to get her to do anything. The only way I can get these kids to do shit is just by leaving something in public at the house.
Tell them not to do it.
No, I didn't tell them how to do it. Just leave it out there, and when they ask what it is, I have to appear disinterested. And then they will do it.
Give them to read Discworld then.
Yeah, just give them the whole Silmarillion.
Yeah, just leave it out there.
Just leave it out there and just be like, yeah, I should read this, but I'm not gonna.
Yeah. I don't like it. I don't like books anymore.
This is really 33 of what? Josh.
Yeah, no cat, exactly right. Our kids' cats, we have to consider it. Certainly in the case of my eldest. There's a certain felinity. 14. So,
Cookie Bomb beat you, Josh.
so
Nope.
18.
What? Did you
Yeah,
change?
sorry.
Did
Too
you
fast.
just change the poll?
No.
No.
No, they just jumped in fast because they're very fast. Now,
Fucking fiends.
so we'll go between 14 and 20, and that's going to have to be
Fiendish.
sufficient. You demons. Okay. All right, now. But Grinley, obviously you're engaging in wickedness, and there's no need to dress you down. You know you did, and it said you don't need this kind of attention. You know what I mean? Thank you. A couple brief flagellations is all that we're requesting. Even a semi-flagellation would be appropriate in this case. Yeah, obviously. I mean, they were offering. I mean, I feel like that's reasonable. Okay. Well, no, there's some flagellation going on over here. You know how it is. Now,
So
we
are-
have but to choose a base gran.
Jesus, what
So what you got?
either 2-row or 6-row.
6-row? I don't even think we have 6-row up here. I just know that it's mega wheat.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Well, yeah. It's a little more hardier.
Yeah. Oh man, 6-row would be a really interesting way. Well, I don't want to. You know how it is. Here are our two. Now, 2-row is more or less what you think of as wheat. You know what I mean? It's the regular old stuff when we say 2-row or pale malt or any of that kind of stuff.
Yeah, 6-row is basically mostly just used in American brewing.
Really?
Oh.
Well, because it basically
Every place around the world, refers to it mostly
as American.
Well, no, this is what we use to feed our livestock, not brew with.
Yeah, Jasmine has talked about that, where like her family is like involved in rice production or something, and there's just certain classes of rice that are not people food.
Yeah.
But essentially, the 6-row is interesting because it basically grows like in a hex around the stalk, right?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm probably sure.
So it's probably a pretty dense wheat, right?
It's actually so it's not wheat, it's barley, right?
Oh, yeah, true.
So you're not getting a wheat flavor. It's actually oddly enough thinner than.
Well, it might have to be on the stalk.
2-row versus 6-row barley.
It's not wheat, Demetrius X. It's not wheat. It's not wheat. All right.
There you go. Here's a picture of what the different.
Oh yeah, dude, it's going crazy. This wheat's going nuts.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, they want the 6-row. This discerning channel is demanding the 6-row.
Okay.
That's definitely going to kick this recipe off in a unique direction. I yell at you about this almost every week.
Okay.
Yeah.
What was our ABV again?
The ABV is 6.
6. All right.
The
Cool.
number of the beast.
All right. Damn it. So we can actually, choose
Call
to-
it. Just call it.
yeah, we could.
Just off the 6 row.
Oddly enough, but if we want, we could add some corn into this.
Corn.
We could put some rice into this. Let's talk about those first.
Interesting.
Two first, or not, or none. Neither of those.
Or oat.
No, corn or rice.
No. No. So tell me the distinctions here.
So with corn, what did you do with this corn? What's the big? It's gonna reduce the maltiness of the beer.
Oh yeah, it'll thin it out a little bit.
Yep. It's gonna make it lighter.
Interesting. I'll be
Um,
honest with you. I don't actually know what rice does in a. I know they can be used as a
It's
fermentable.
it's
Just
a
really
ferm-
super clean.
It's a fermentable, and it also does the same thing, close to the same thing.
Use it in Budweiser.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So a little cleaner taste.
Yep. A red hot chili pepper because it's under the bridge. Jesus. You could have voted no too, but no, that's okay.
That song came on on the radio when I was driving Ronya somewhere. She was like, "What is this song?"
Holy shit! Really?
And I was like, "This is Under the Bridge by Red Hot Chili Peppers." She's like, "It's so good," and it's like, "Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
it's pretty fucking kick ass. Like, it's kind of a banging fucking track. That intro slaps for Shanti.
The whole freaking album was great.
It's pure meat, blood sugar, sex magic.
Yeah.
It's pure beef. It's USDA choice. Man, rice is going to be a really interesting way to offset that 6 row.
Yeah.
Harass, I have heard Ren's album. That's insane. Remind me of Plan B. It's like the return of Plan B.
Damn it, Cranston. That like hurts.
That's rude. You need to stop it, Cranston. Mr. Snord,
Fuck.
if you're nasty.
That just goes right to the gut.
Gets right down in there. It gets right down into my ruined. It gets right down into my decrepit organs,
Oh yeah, even the mic.
withered by age.
all the kombucha in the world can't stem off
No,
that
no, it
feeling.
can't. It can't revive. It can't resuscitate. All right, yeah, hit him with that rice.
Okay, so do we want to add any? We could be finished here, if we wanted to, or we could. What was our color?
The color that we had
Was 18.
is 20. The IBU was 18.
Oh,
the
what was the
color
color?
was the
20?
color was 22. They said.
Okay, so let's put in some.
That's that song.
Sounds right to me.
I could not get enough. All right. And then
We
they
could go with
"Ooh."
some Cara Amber, which is going to add a little bit of body, some the color we need, and improves head retention. Or we could go with like a Crystal 20, which is going to give us
A little caramel?
caramel and sweetness into the beer.
That could be really interesting. Ooh. Diplominator. Once we move into the hop realm, we'll get it dialed in. Oh yeah, 9 Inch Nails is definitely music that your grandpa washes the dishes to. That's what happened to all of your rage.
Yeah.
It's getting the hard stuff off of the baking pans. That's where it's being invested.
God, man. Oh.
I mean, look. He's like talking about he's a reptile or whatever, and he's gonna feel people from the inside or whatever, and it's just like.
Man.
Getting closer to God and shit, and it's just, whatever. And you're using one of those scrubbers with the happy face on it.
That would make a horrific video, actually. It would just be horribly painful and sad.
Sadder.
Guy just doing dishes while the music's playing.
It's like
No,
it's
not
like
even old guy.
like the guy
It's
from
old Trent Reznor doing his dishes.
It's just literally Trent Reznor.
Or it's the old man from Unforgiven just doing the dishes instead of being locked in a cell.
Oh, yeah. Mammal Sound says they used Closer in that new
Fall the House.
Fall the House of Usher on effects and use what might be the worst, lamest possible remix of it
Oh
ever.
God.
That's always something. They can't get enough of that. Now, my finger is poised. It's ready to vote.
So's Josh's.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Josh is a dangerous man.
Yep. Can't trust his finger. Jesus. Foto. Okay.
Kara Amber.
Right.
They tried.
Kara Amber?
Caramber.
Cramber. What was our SRM?
22.
Okay.
All right, now we're looking for a horp, I think. So far, I've heard requests for floral and dank. And I think dank might be nice. Yeah, I feel like we're talking about some caverns. Earthy also makes sense because of the, living rock nature, perhaps of their bodies. Yeah, myconic. Blood. Yeah, I mean, blood would work.
Okay.
It is Seattle.
What are we doing?
Dank.
Hops?
We want petrichor the hop.
Okay, so earthy.
Yeah, earthy in that. Earthy's going to give us that dank.
So a good one. I mean, a dank would be Fuggles.
Yeah, Fruggles is got the dank flavor.
Fuggles is going to be woody, earthy, vegetal.
Oh yeah, so this is a wild beast.
We could also go with.
Yeah, just all the things in the folds, just up in. It's a rock creature. It makes perfect sense. Moss. Exactly, Ras. Exactly right. Oh, you have the hawk. Tormahawk.
Yeah, it's black pepper, licorice, curry, subtle citrus.
Dude, that's an insane flavor profile.
Also, let's try.
But I like it because it's a little bit magical. It's a little alchemical around the edge.
Actually, let's try bitter gold. It's thematic and stone fruit pine, watermelon.
So a little resin
Yeah.
and a lot of fruit. Definitely feels like a natural creature to me. A creature of the living world. Come to Fuggles Rock. Take your cares away. Down a bag of rock.
Always wanted to chomp on one of the dozers
Dude,
like buildings.
dude, every time they showed them at the beginning,
Yep.
I was like, I want to eat
was
some of that.
That was a lost
building.
opportunity. That could have been a candy.
The snack opportunities were out of control. No, dude, I always, and obviously we understand that the Fraggles can't get enough of this shit. They think it's incredible.
crack.
It tastes real good.
Yeah.
And the Doozers are they're fine with it, basically.
Yeah. Yeah, they're like, I guess we'll just build some more.
I guess we'll just build
They
some
just
more.
like building them, so it's like, you know what? That's fine.
No, but every time I saw it, I thought about biting it. So crisp.
Yeah, I think that got me, that's what got me hooked on rock candy.
Oh, yeah, for sure. So, but basically, they make them out of radish dust, right?
Is it?
So yeah.
Yeah. They make it like out of the thing they like to eat. I would not have come up with that. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? Like,
That's a little like...
they want the fuggles. I wouldn't have generated that concept. Like, that's pretty out there stuff.
Yeah. That's really funny, actually.
Yeah, Demetrios, did you know that hops are basically a type of wheat?
Yeah, totally.
Yeah.
It's from the wheat family.
It's, there you go, perfect. It's in the wheat, yeah. It's like a weird uncle of the wheat family. Bum, 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 ba-dum. Damn it. Fuck. I'm never going to get out of this now. No, Demetrius, incorrect. Incorrect. The cone, I got it on Blu-ray anytime you want to watch it. It's the cone. Think about the hop cone. That's basically like the wheat stalk.
Actually, and now that we're, yeast is also part of the wheat family as well.
Yeah.
It's just
think about the words.
one yeast, wheat. Obviously,
Basically the same. Now, all right. So we got a good Fogel ready to go.
Yeah, we're gonna go with the European Lager 2. This is gonna be clean, dry, and with a mild aroma.
Really? I'm interested in that. Well, and it wasn't really exposing that to us before. I think that when you get into this international dark realm,
Yeah.
we're tapping some classic lager yeasts. Leaning into the troll theme, I see. Hee hee. Right now, and be thinking of your Seattle by Night.
Actually,
troll-themed
we're gonna try and
beverage
get the North American lager, malty finish,
Oh, well, that would be great for this style.
and a larger body.
Well, if we're making a beer about a troll, and the flavor taste notes for the yeast include the words "big body,"
The thing.
I mean, it might. It might get votes. Is all I'm saying. It might get so. Yeah, see, if not from Adrian. Adrian's like, no way.
What?
He's
Oh, he's like, fuck
Adrian,
this one.
Diplominator, no way. I'm not gonna be.
Dry.
I'm not gonna be part of that at all. No, we're good. And like I said, in your mind, already be thinking of our Seattle by Night vampire troll world of darkness supernatural beverage names, because that's going to be the next vote.
Yeah, I'm gonna call it
Fire
Vampy
troll
Troll.
would be scary.
Baby, what's that?
Vampy Troll.
Vampire troll. All right. Now, it says big body. It's
Yeah.
already
I think
4
that was
times the other vote. Now, all right, now I'm making the name frame.
Did you say the name frame?
I am. This is the name
Amazing.
frame. I got it laid out in front of me. Now,
That's just
what are your
perfect.
best troll?
Bridgewater.
Interesting.
Water under the bridge. Emerald.
The Emerald Gritty.
Bridge Night Patrol. Damn.
Three Billy Goats. Okay, you already got one in there. You just you fucking reel it in. Okay, I'm ready to type. Trolling for drinks. Okay. Troll Carl. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. What else you got? Meaning wizard. That'd be a separate part of the label.
Pay the troll. Troll fashion. Nice.
Ooh. Troll Fashioned is kind of nice.
Yeah.
Kentucky coming in with the big boy. Ah, man, you know what though? I gotta like that. Again, like for me, one of the things is, can I see it like right on the label?
Yeah.
And it's a tall font, 2 words, 3 letters apiece. Troll Booth.
Troll Booth. That's great, Rex.
Mm-hmm. We got some winners in here for sure. I'm gonna wait for a couple more. Troll Booth.
Bruce.
Diplomator, listen, you're close. Suburban Rebrewal.
Nice.
All right. Mm-hmm. All right, I'm gonna wait 8 seconds.
8? Kind of specific.
That's the sacred number. It's the sacred number.
It's a sacred number.
Actrolol.
Oh, close,
Nice.
Jux.
All right, now take a look at this.
They're actually,
You're coming back for another bite of the apple, Jackson. The number of the yeast. Next time. Honestly, I bet we've done the number of the yeast. 8 is not the number of the beast. I had a poll that said, "What is the number of the beast?" And then it was all 6s, and then people didn't have a choice. And I thought it'd be funny. I did not run it, but I have it at the ready. Yeah, Troll Booth is very good, and Troll Fashioned is also very good.
yeah, they're all real.
I mean,
It's a tough choice.
that's going to be rough stuff for sure.
Maybe runoff vote on this?
Yeah. Cab, it's different. The number of a beast doesn't quite have the same heft.
Yeah. It's like, what kind of beast?
The number of the beast. All right, I am ready to. It's getting real close there.
Yep.
Trolled Fashioned. It's also good. Everybody got it.
All these are good, yeah. 8 corns number? Could be.
It is. Yeah. That's why when Angron resurrects, it's like 8 months, 8 days. They're also saying that there might be some connection between Farsight, like the Tau creature. He's kind of losing it. They're thinking that he might be under Korn's sway as well. Troll Booth.
Troll Booth!
Troll Booth. We got it. All right, now.
We got there. We got there.
Now, so we're going to reconfigure all of this here. And when you see us again,
Hey, what was our ABV, by the way?
the ABV on this is 6. That's the strength and vigor of the troll.
Not the beast.
Yes, this is what we're saying, David Novacat, is that he's actually got a wicked sigil. He's kind of losing it. This is all from the Arcs of Omin stuff. Now, so like I was saying, we're going to reconfigure this space. We're going to turn it into a sacred realm to get hog wild. And we have a very special episode of Black Remnant. It's a 2-man show that is going to, well, anything else would be spoilers. 2:30. So in about an hour's time, come back and hang out with us yet again. And we'll take it to the hoop with Black Remnant. Until then, take care of yourselves.